this evening is Sissy Van Dyke. Sissy is a stand-up comic, writer, and performer who originated in San Francisco. She has performed comedy at the Camp Fest Dance Festival and in the San Francisco Bay Area at Josie's Cabaret and Juice Joint, the Montclair Women's Cultural Arts Club, and has emceed on stage at the San Francisco Pride Parade. Now she has relocated to Chicago, and she has performed at various venues in the area. This year she was a featured performer for Newtown Writers' Solo Homo 8, Sappho's Salon, and the Gerber-Hart Gender Bender event. There she is. Please welcome Sissy Van Dyke.
Hi. Name's Sissy Van Dyke. It's not just a name, it's a lifestyle. So I'm just going to read a couple of short entries from my blog, and in fact I'm going to, before you leave, please, I'm going to pass out one copy of the thing I just read, so you can take it home and admire it. And then you can sign on to the blog perhaps and make a comment. People read and read, but they never comment. I don't know why that is. Anyway, so I write comedy and I do comedy. The name of the blog is Adventures of Sissy Van Dyke. This entry is from January 2nd of this year. It's called Monkeys Happen. Oops. Try to see this. Hello. Last night I went home with this cute woman who lived in one of those weird themed houses. You know the kind I mean, where there's a picture on the wall. It's going to be a picture of a horse. And where there's a little plaster horse figurines populating every available surface throughout the entire house. Well, this gal's theme was not horses, it was Madonna. Each room in the house represented a different Madonna decade. The living room was all holiday, Lucky Star, 80s blow-dried Madonna. The dining room featured pictures of Blonde Ambition, True Blue, Good for the Digestion Madonna. And the bedroom had framed posters of the erotica bedtime stories Madonna with a copy of the sex book right next to the bed. But this was totally false advertising. This woman was not even a wannabe bad girl. I hadn't realized when she invited me to sleep over that she meant we were having a sleepover. She kept on her pajamas the entire night, and they weren't even sexy Madonna type pajamas. They were brown flannel pajamas with feet and little mittens. I felt like I was sleeping with a giant gunned bear. I have a lot of sympathy for people who live in those themed houses because I know how easily things like that can happen. When I was 8 years old, I made the mistake of telling my cousin how much I liked her sock monkey. Then, for my birthday, she bought me a sock monkey of my very own. Later that year for Christmas, my mother bought me a mama and a papa monkey. Of course, it wasn't long before those monkeys began to reproduce. By the time I was 18, the sock monkeys had gone viral. I was living in a sock monkey jungle. I had sock monkeys all over my bed, swinging from hangers in my closet. I couldn't find the socks in my drawers for the monkey. The only thing that saved me was that I finally left home and went away to college. However, a few months after I got there, my mother sent me a large, mysterious box. No note. I was going to open it until I noticed that the box had a tail. So, to the person who picked up a large, unmarked box full of sock monkeys along the Pacific Coast Highway in Santa Cruz a few years back, I just want to say thanks and good luck. So, and this is one. This is the other entry I'm going to read. It's called, it's from January 26th, 2010, a very good year for blogging. It's called Pants on the Ground. And if you remember that video, it's old now. It was new then, but it's not new anymore. Pants on the Ground. The other night, I caught the YouTube video of General Larry Platt doing his Pants on the Ground rap on American Idol. I have to admit, I didn't get it. I mean, it's a terrible song. Larry is no Jay-Z when it comes to rapping. But the next morning, I was walking down the street behind one of those gangsta lads, and I was really behind him because that's all I could see. And I realized that Larry's song posed the question that has been on most of our unconscious minds. Why do they walk around with their pants on the ground? Sagging pants are not only ugly, but they're dangerous for the wearer. First, there's a tripping hazard. If they're running for the bus or for their lives, they could trip on their pants and fall. Second, there's the comic hazard. If they're running and trip on their pants, they're going to end up the butt of too many jokes later on. What I don't understand is why so many would-be tough guys walk around with their buns exposed. Besides the prison yard implications of the style, a butt is about the least threatening part of a person's body. So they're all tough in the front, giving you the gangster death stare. But when they pass you, you look at them from the back, oh, look at those cute little buns waving bye-bye. I think if guys really want to be tough, they should go back to the rugged cowboy style, you know, where they used to wear those onesies with the button flap. That way, the guys, you know, they can have a button flap in their jeans, they can expose their buns with pride, while at the same time keeping their pants up off the ground. I think if guys, speaking of styles, have you ever seen those women walking around with tights for pants? Now me, I think it's a really good look, because that's what you get, a really good look. Still, it can be a little distracting and eye-catching, if not downright mesmerizing. I was on Muni, that's a bus in San Francisco, by the way. I was on Muni the other day, and there were these two ladies chatting across from me. They were both wearing tights for pants. They had stiletto heels and short suit jackets. I was trying not to stare, but I did keep my dollars ready, because I just knew any minute one or both of them was going to jump up and start dancing on the handrails. Turns out they were both lawyers on their way to court. If I was on the jury, it would have been an open and shut case. The way things are heading, I think it's only a matter of time before we give up on clothes altogether and start walking around naked. I mean, imagine the time it would save us at airport security alone. I'm still waiting for the day when we're issued the one-piece outfit that all the people in those science fiction programs seem to be wearing. And no, the Snuggie blanket does not count. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Sissy, and I would like to say that Sissy has a book, The Adventures of Sissy Van Dyke, and we have 2 copies here at Gerber-Hart if you want to become a member and check one out.